In this video, we are going to see integrity constraints. Integrity constraints ensure that the changes made to the database, whatever we have learned the point, modification of the database, that is inserting a record, deleting a record, or updating a record, whatever changes made in the database by authorized users do not result into any loss of consistency. Thus, the integrity constraint guard against accidental damage to the database. So we already have seen two forms. Let us see here. Key declarations and form of a relationship. In key declarations, the stipulation that certain attributes forms a candidate key from a given entity set. That means a particular candidate key is going to identify a particular record. And the second one is form of this relationship. Form of relationship means that we have seen many to many, one to many, and one to one. So here the consistency, data consistency is maintained and integrity has to be also made sure. In general, the integrity constraint can be an arbitrary predicate pertaining to the database. However, arbitrary predicate may be costly to test. So how this is achieved? Thus, we concentrate on integrity constraint that can be tested with minimal overhead. So we study some such forms of integrity constraint as domain constraint and referential integrity. So let us see one by one. First one is domain constraints. So we know a value is always have a particular domain associated with it. So every attribute is of one of the domain type as integer type or character type or date or time type, which is already defined in SQL. So any value of a particular attribute which is apart from the given domain, then that particular value is not accepted. So declaring an attribute to be a particular domain acts as a constraint on the values that it can take. So domain constraint is the domain type of a particular value must match with a particular attribute. So domain constraints are most elementary form of integrity constraint. So they are tested easily by the system whenever a new data item is entered into the database. So there is no need of predicate, there is no need of arbitrary predicate. Directly system can detect whether the data entered is correct domain or not. Next is referential integrity. In this, you know what is meant by referential integrity. Referential integrity is nothing but referring a particular record from some other table. Often, we wish to ensure that a value that appears in one relation for a given set of attributes also appears for a certain set of attributes in another relation. So this condition is called as referential integrity. That means referencing a particular record from one table and from the other table. So whenever reference is there, proper integrity must be maintained. That means while referencing data from one table, uh, while referencing data from table A of data of table B, at that time the data must be taken care. That is called as referential integrity. The name itself indicates reference will come into picture. So concluding remark is thus we have seen integrity constraints. Slide credit goes to database system concepts 4th edition. Happy learning. Do subscribe the channel to get the notifications of new videos. Thank you.